to the health review today. My name is Jared Jashinsky. It's a pleasure to have you. We got a good show coming up. Our friends in the tobacco industry have come up with a sweet marketing plan that's definitely not targeting children. Definitely not. Candy tobacco, you know, something adults will love. Tobacco shaped like Tic Tacs, Listerine strips. What adults not like, let me get that for myself. And definitely not like a child or something. But to me, sounds a little bit like Joe Camel's working some of his magic again. Oh, well, okay, sorry. Joe Camel, he actually goes by Joe Camel now. It's a little sad. But apparently being super cool and flirting with bestiality doesn't protect you from cancer, you know. You think it might, but it doesn't. While the tragic ending of this truly American icon is sad, it's a little more bit of a bummer to think about all the stuff that he's done to, like, millions of people. I mean, millions of deaths, tons of disease, and this lady, she got lung cancer on her face! Woof! Dang, I don't even know how that happens. Seeing pictures like this might make you think, why would anybody smoke tobacco when they know they can get lung cancer on their face? Good question. Well, even though Joe Camel knew that he was selling death sticks since the 50s, no, not the Death Star, death sticks. No, not the death stick, death sticks. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. So, even though Mr. Camel's known that tobacco causes its disease for over 60 years, they still try and argue that there isn't a clear link between tobacco and lung cancer and heart disease. For example, here's a video we're about to show you of the Marlboro Man's inventor pulling some of that fancy talk to get around a touchy subject.
And I concluded from that report that it's true. The babies born from women who smoke are smaller, but they're just as healthy as the babies born from women who do not smoke.
What about the higher rate?
And some women would prefer having smaller babies.
How about
Oh, yeah, you know, all those moms are like, small babies, miscarriages, I love it. So these dudes are glossing over tobacco's bad side, which is like a big side, if you know what I'm saying. And plus, these bad boys are about as addicting as those little pillow mints they give out at Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm talking about? That may actually be cocaine. Not positive. But it might be. But either way, tobacco is as addicting as whatever's in that picture. Chick-fil-A pillow mints or cocaine. Now, don't give me, I know what you might be thinking. How in the world could tobacco be as addicting as such a hard substance as Chick-fil-A pillow mints? Do I look like a chemist? I don't know. Look it up. But here, straight from our peeps at the CDC. Research suggests that nicotine is as addictive as heroin, cocaine, or pillow mints. So there you have it. So don't try and be correcting me in the comments after this video. I mean, people trying to quit tobacco, they're pushing like a 5% quit rate each time they try by themselves. So if you're a smoker, prepare to be trying to quit like 20 times and rebounding before you can actually quit this stuff. But that's the scheme. You invent something harmful, but make it so addicting that once people start to suspect that it may be bad for them, you can just try and hush it up. And if that doesn't work, these guys will be so addicted to it that they can't stop using it. It's kind of like when you get this ad that's like, give us your email and we'll send you all this cool stuff. And you're like, I happen to love cool stuff. But then you realize it's a buttload of junk mail and you can never get them to stop sending you emails. Stop emailing me! Sorry So, sorry you had to see that. But where were we? Oh yeah, Joe Camel had us all addicted, and we're all gonna die, right? Like the whole generation. But you might be asking, well, okay, they got you this time, but by now everybody's told the kids that it's bad for them, so of course they're not gonna use it. But Joe Camel saw that coming too. That's why you gotta lure those little kids in faster than a McDonald's play place. Here's some quotes from Joe Camel on the subject. And keep in mind, these are real quotes. Well after Joe Camel knew he was slanging the sketch.
To ensure increased and longer-term growth for Camel, the brand must increase share penetration among the 14 to 24 age group. Thus, a new brand aimed at the young smoker must somehow become the in brand. The teens and early 20s are periods of intense psychological stress, restlessness, and boredom. The fragile developing self-image of the young person needs all of the support and enhancement it can get. This self-image enhancement effect has traditionally been a strong promotional theme for cigarette brands and should continue to be emphasized. A careful study of the current youth jargon, together with a review of currently used high school American history books and like sources for valued things, might be a good start at finding a good brand name and image theme.
Freaking RJ Reynolds. Apparently you only market to children, like behind closed doors. Like for Camel, he's like, yeah. Sometimes we talk about targeting little kids in our board meetings with our fancy suits on, but we don't do it that often, only when we want to increase sales and stuff. See? That doesn't sound very PR friendly. That's why we didn't even have these quotes until settlements and court cases made the tobacco industry have to disclose internal documents. I guess that's the pattern though. Push some deadly stuff, dabble in a little bit of hoodwinkery, and then, ride that junk as long as you freaking can. Until people start to realize you're up to something. But then you can always just pull this out and be like, how about we just have some candy and, forget this ever happened.